Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Today let's paint together this beautiful Dark Angels miniature. The first thing that I would like to do is to apply some battlefield rocks from the army painter to the base. I already made a video doing a review of this product, so in case that you're interested you can check it in the channel. For the next step, I'm going to prime this miniature with Deathwing from Citadel, and after that I'm going to apply this technical paint to the base. Miniature primed, technical paint dry, and the next step is going to be to apply a very thin layer of Deathwing on the white power armor. If I primed the miniature with Deathwing, why did I apply another thin layer to the white power armor? Well, I think that if you compare the white power armor with the rest of the elements that I didn't apply this extra layer, you can see that there's like a big difference. And in the power armor the color looks more uniform and it looks closer to what I considered that let's say first company Dark Angel should look like. The next color that I'm going to apply is going to be Caliban Green, and I'm going to apply this one to the shield, to the ropes, and to this small shield here as well. This is looking like a Dark Angels Terminator already, and that makes me very happy. So to continue adding more details, let's continue with the base color. So let's use Abaddon Black to paint the inside parts of the power armor, like we can see a little bit here, or we can also see here behind the legs. And then we are going to use Balthasar Gold to paint most of the golden details. And I'm going to paint a lot of them here. I would like to paint around the shield. I would like to paint this decoration here, the handle of the weapon, and even a little bit of the symbols in the chest and the shoulder pad. Let's finish with the base colors by painting the smaller details of this Terminator, and for that we are going to use Morphound Brown for here around the knife, this leather look-alike holder, and I will also use this color to paint the rocks that are still whitish after priming them. Then I'm going to use corn red for the purity seals and the ropes that we have right here in the middle, and also this one around the knife, and of course the eyes. And finally I'm going to use lead Velcher to paint the metallic elements around the miniature, like for example this sword right here, this other sword, these parts of the power armor, this kind of stuff. All the base colors are applied, and now we can continue with the shades. For that we are going to use two different ones. First of all, Agrax Earth Shade, and we are going to apply this one to the golden elements, the purity seals, and also the brown elements in the miniature. And then I will apply this one to the white power armor as well, but mixed with water, because this is a quite strong shade and it will make it look too brown if I apply it right after the pot. So hopefully I will manage to achieve this bone power armor of the Dark Angels, but if not, it's still okay, because later we can fix that with highlights, so it's okay, but at least I will mix it with water to have a lighter tone. Then I will apply Null Oil for the metallic elements, basically everything that I applied lead Belcher to, like for example the swords or all these elements here in the back. And I will also use it to create some shades here with the ropes, and also for the details of the power armor, because I want a different color for those, and I will try not to apply earth shade for them. The shades are applied, and as I was scared of, I didn't do the best possible job. I mean, when you look at the miniature from this distance, it looks okay. It's like not bad, not bad. It still looks a little bit dirty, maybe. But once you start getting closer, you can see like a lot of things that I messed up, like a lot sometimes. But I hope that I will fix it, and for that I will start with the highlights of the white power armor, and for that I'm going to use the Wraithbone again. As I said previously, just by applying a little bit of Wraithbone again on the power armor, now the miniature looks much better than it used to look at first, because yes, now it doesn't look that dirty, but all the different shapes and gaps in the power armor are much more noticeable. So yes, we managed to get some shades, and now the miniature looks much clean and nicer, so I'm very happy right now. And before I continue with the highlights of the white power armor, I would like to do the reds first, because of course I would like to do the eyes before I do more red on the helmet. So for the reds I'm going to use Evil Sun's Scarlet, and then for the whites I'm going to use Corax White, and I will try to just use this one in the areas that are going to be the most exposed in the front. Maybe it is a little bit too much white. I got carried away with all the highlights, but I like this kind of color, and even if it doesn't look too much like the classic bone power armor of the first company of the Dark Angels, I like how it looks, and most probably if I had to paint the Deathwing Knights, I will paint them probably like this, like I'm doing right now. So now we can continue with the highlights of the green, and for that we are going to use Cavalite Green. It is noticeable, but not super noticeable on camera. So to continue with the green highlights, now we are going to apply a little bit of Cyberite green. For the highlights of the gold elements, I'm going to use Retributor Armor. Let's continue adding more detail, and for that we can use Stormhost Silver to highlight the parts that we applied lead belcher previously. Then I would like to use a little bit of Dawnstone for this symbol right here and the one in the knee, because maybe they are too white and I want them to pop out a little bit more from the power armor. That's why I will now add a little bit of Dawnstone. It's a lighter gray. And then I will use Agrax Earthshade again for the feathers. Now I would like to add a little bit of blue to the power sword, because of course it's a power sword, so it will be nice to add some blue details to it, but not too much, because I do not think that blue suits this color scheme too much. So for that I will add a little bit of Thousand Sons blue and then also a little bit of Ahriman blue. This Terminator is almost complete. Now I just need to add some last details, and for that we are going to use Abaddon Black to add some markings in the Purity Seal, so it will look like writing, kinda. Then I will write something here, and then I will draw something here in the shield as well. We are almost there. Now we can finish the base, and for that we can dry brush Rakarth flesh all over the brown areas in the base. Then I would like this border to be black, so we can give this tone with Abaddon black. So this is it, this is the final product, this is my Deathwing Knight from the Dark Angels First Company, so I really hope that you like the painting process. As usual, at this point I would like to remind you that recently I opened my own Patreon, so if you like what I do and you would like to support my work, you can check the link in the description. And I have to say that I had a lot of fun painting this miniature. I think that Deathwing Knights are super cool looking miniatures, and Dark Angels players, they are super lucky that they have something like this, because Terminators by themselves, they are awesome, they are fantastic, we all love Terminators. But these ones are super unique. I mean, it's not only that we have the robes, we have all the Dark Angels symbols everywhere, it's also that we have, like, for example, these huge shields, they look like proper knights, and I really love this concept. I liked them a lot when they were announced, but having one in my hands, it feels great. And even if I was not super convinced about this like bone power armor with the green elements, I'm super happy, and I think that they look quite nice. It looks quite elegant. For my painting scheme, I decided not to give them these red symbols, because usually when we see the art of them, for example, when this one was announced, it had like a lot of red symbols here in the shield, also the chest and here. But from my perspective or point of view, I like it more like this. I like this combination of colors more. And I was even tempted about painting this gold, but I was like, no, it will be maybe too weird, so I will try to keep it as it is. But still, this is a super cool looking miniature, and Dark Angels players should be very happy to have this. And aside from that, I tried to write here, I wrote angels, because Dark Angels, I don't have the skill to write so many letters still, and for them to look good, so I have to go through this. And here I tried to do like a small sword, so it's not that bad. I like a lot this miniature, and I will keep it close to me where I can see it. And with all of this being said, this is the end of the video, so you can let me know in the comments what you think about my Deathwing Knight from the Dark Angels First Company. And as usual, if you are still here, please consider giving me a like and subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.